Dollar meltdown. You know it was coming. US dollar's gonna crash. That is what economists say. And you've been on this channel long enough. Well, I hope you've been on this channel long enough, right? And if you have not, you may want to think about it. But you take, for example, I have two brain cells. I got a left brain cell and a right brain cell. Those two are always fighting with each other. And I'm like, oh, what's Peter Schiff saying? Oh, what's Van Meter say? And then we come up with our own decisions. And yesterday we talked about narratives with Dr. Dark, PhD, which it's scary because you have your own narrative, right? You only watch one thing, Rush Limbaugh, or whatever you do, whoever your guru is. And then anything else is just like, no, I can't listen to that. And that's dangerous. It's deadly. It's also very, very bad, very, very bad for algorithms too. And YouTube has it, Google has it, Instagram, Snapchat, and they feed you exactly what only you want to hear. And so you think that in your camp that's all there is. Grab someone's phone that maybe you just met and go look at their news. It'll be completely different from your news. So my goal in this channel is that we're balanced, okay? I am not left, I'm not right, because people yell at me, oh, you're such a leftist from California. You just run around and hug trees all day. Sounds kind of relaxing, honestly. And it's coming. What's coming? Well, the ECB. Well, they've been here a while, but they actually trademarked a digital euro. And people in the comments section, they're like, oh, the dollar's already digital. It's all, no. Oh, no. You do not understand what is about to run you over like a Tesla truck. But the self-driving Tesla trucks, they won't hit you because they drive themselves. They'll see you and it'll move out of the way of you. And the global economy is entering the worst ever final quarter, yeah, of living memory. This is the worst it's ever been. Oh, Johnny Bravo, why are you so negative? Well, because it is. And the K-shaped recovery is great. Well, it depends on what side you're on. If you're on the side you don't want to be on, then it's no good, right? But like I always say, a wheel in motion remains in motion. So take initiative. Just copy the 1%. Start now. Don't complain. Don't get out picket signs and start, picking a side. Just copy what the 1% do. And guess what is empty? I mean, besides what's up here. I got two left. Manhattan offices are empty. New York City, no mass recovery. And Michael O'Brien, you had the stupidest comment, but dang it, it just makes me laugh. I went to the beekeeper to get 12 bees. He counted them and gave me 13. Sir, you gave me an extra. That's a free bee. Thank Buddha, the comment section is funnier than me. And if I could make you laugh, or even if Michael O'Brien can make you laugh, it's all that I ask. I make you laugh, you click like. I don't make you laugh, you never have to click like or subscribe or anything. Unless you want to see me get to 100,000. Come on! Almost 3 years to get to 100,000. It's like you're jogging and then all of a sudden the subscribers start to dip. You're like, man. You're like, it's just a number, Johnny Bravo. It's like you get on the scale and it's like you work 3 years and it says 160 and you want it to be 159. You like hold your breath, get on it again. It's like 161. You're like, dang it. Oh, you see, you're not supposed to be holding. You exhale. That's it. Would that even affect a scale? See, 2 brain cells. I wouldn't even know. ECB takes major step towards introducing a digital euro. Wow, that is frightening. And everyone has actually known about this for a very long time. 2015, to be honest. The IMF had a working paper on this. I sent this to Dr. Dark. I think he already had it, already's been looking at it, already's be looking at it. The heck is wrong with you, Mr. Bravo? You're a business teacher, not an English teacher, so we'll let you slide on that one. But this whole paper basically explains like negative interest rates. I don't know if you guys can see it. If I need to make it a little bit bigger for you, can I make it bigger? Sounds like my wife. Like, can you make that thing bigger? I'm like, babe, half an inch. Why are you being so greedy? And if you're one of my high school kids watching this, I'm talking about the meat that I cook on the barbecue. She likes a thinner patty, and I think a half an inch is good. She wants an inch. It's just too much. It just never cooks on the inside. But look, negative. This is 2015, right? Bitcoin was a few years prior to that. That's why I think your narrative, could it be if whoever created this said Bitcoin has 10%, and this thing becomes what all the moon boys want it to be? That's frightening to me. Plus, what, 21 million, and they've probably everyone's lost seven. There's probably only like 7 million in existence, even when the last one's mined, and then someone owns 10%, which I could say could be the government. Dr. Dark says, no way. I just always put that on my radar, especially when these guys knew about it, or supposedly, and they have a whole working paper on it, 3-4 years later. Negative interest rates. What if paper currency is still legal tender? They want to get rid of this. This has been in the plans for a very long time to control the people just like you. And they're going to have a very, very hard time. They talk about like the war on the people, and because when they go negative interest rates, you guys all run to the bank and you take your money out. Can't have that, but you can have negative interest rates if it's digital. And from Bloomberg, they're saying as of today, October 1st, are we October 1st? I don't even, shoot, I got to pay my bills. It's not the 1st anymore. So they published a comprehensive report on digital currency. Oh, shocker. Well, we've known about this for, 6 years now. Central banks globally are exploring the new payment of technology, and our role here is to secure the trust in money. That's the president of the ECB. Trust her. The euro belongs to Europeans, and we are its guardian. I don't know. You don't really look like a guardian. I'm just saying. We should be prepared to issue a digital euro should the need arise. And they say that we're going to be using blockchain that aims to keep transactions secure. Oh, that's interesting. That's what Bitcoin is using. That's what they're on. They are it. The only blockchain that they'll be using, it's a chain, right? And they have one end, and that chain's around your neck. And they're going to tell you when, where you can use your said payments. Oh, you can't buy that. Oh, that's alcohol. Got to pull that chain back. I love these two quotes. One of them, our role is to secure the trust in money. Yeah, so that's what money is, huh? No, that is not what money is. Money is only gold. Just ask J.P. Morgan back in 1912. The banks understand what money is. Gold is money. Everything else is just credit. That is it. The system that you are using, the chain that is around your head, is only debt. It is not money. And I believe there will be a battle coming soon. It won't be a theater near you. Well, I mean, you can't even go to theaters. But it's coming to us. That's usually how the phases go, right? Every so many years, you guys get it. But she said we should be prepared to issue a digital euro should the need arise. Yes, I think there will be a need. China's doing it right now. Euro, America. What are we doing? We're America. We got our military. We got our dollar that everyone has to use. This just is not going to be looking good. And then you got people all over the place saying all different things. And then you, like me, with my 2 brain cells, we got to figure it out. Don't take any one narrative. Don't just listen to Rush Limbaugh all day long and go like, that's it. All I do is listen to Peter Schiff. All I do is listen to Biden. All I do is listen to Trump. Like, you can't do that. It's poisonous. You need to be able to pull yourself out of yourself and look down logically. A lot of people can't do that. They're not capable of being able to come out of their and then look around and go, oh, okay. They just have like one way of looking, and then that's it. And then they hang out with people that only have one way of looking. Very cultish. That's just what people do. US dollar will crash in 2021. Senior Yale. I did not go to Yale. UCLA was it for me. Economist warns. And I don't know, maybe that's your narrative. Crash, crash, crash. You want to be right. And that's people's problem. Is once they say something and they need to be right, they stick to it. It's a lot of pride, especially, being a PhD, a doctor. I'm just a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I listen to doctors, PhDs. That's why I have people like Dr. Dark. I wish I had that last name. That'd kind of work out really well, right? Ooh, everything's so bad. The dollar doesn't have too much to offer anymore. And I'll Casper on you to show you, look, we fell from 102. We're now down to 94. That's the prognosis. It's becoming more and more believable by the day. And right down here, I'll take you to another chart. And I like to be contrarian. Remember, I was saying, I think these are really good times. Down here, this is just me, not financial advice. I'm a cartoon character, and you know that. Never take advice from a cartoon character. You'll look like an idiot in the end. But remember, when people buy, and your brain says, ooh, like this area is great. It's going up. Everything is amazing. It feels good. This is where the smart money, not the dumb money, it's where the smart money's getting out. This is where the smart money's coming in. But the psychology of trading, you need to understand that. You feel it's terrible. You feel terrible when you buy. You actually feel terrible when you sell because everyone's excited and you're like, oh, I'm going to sell now. But as a trader, you guys know, see this white line? No, we're trending down. Now, when we come above that, like we did back here, over here, up. Oh, yeah. That would be a buy. Actually, on the dollar, if trading on the daily, I'm out right there. This is the buy. This is the sell. Those are the indicators that I have in my course for 200. Look at even on the 1 hour, you were out October 2nd, still out. Honestly, I don't know how these hedge fund managers, where they take $1 billion, $100 billion, five of assets, and they have to pick and they have to guess, like the future, very macro. You guys are very fortunate. The things that I teach are for you. You could handle your own moolah. It's nice when I have people come on this channel, like even Dr. Dark, and he told you guys what his biases were, right? And that's good that you come up front, like Peter Schiff, gold. He's going to say inflation, hyperinflation. I'm going to say, I don't know. Well, I know we're deflation. I don't care. Whoever you're listening to, be careful. They're trying to sell you something. It's deflationary. The Fed can't even reach its 2%. Jerome can't reach 2% and I can't reach 2 inches. But all I know is I'm not going to fight the charts. Don't fight the charts. Let's look at gold. Here we go. Yeah, it's a buy. Look, white line, strong. Also, I'm going to include this one in the course. Volume is very important when trading. And I don't think I stress that enough on this because you don't want a flat market. It's really, for me as a swing trader, I can't trade flat. I need big ones. I need big. We know where you're going with this, Mr. Bravo, and you need to stop yourself right here. But look at this, just bounces off that and it keeps going. Look at this, how far back? Bull, 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 all the way back. Look at that, right there. It was December. We entered a bull market. And up, 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 and away. And the dollar, the opposite. Now, but I listen to these guys. I'm like, yep, I hear you. I think there's you guys hold a lot of weight. I'm not going to trade based on what you're saying. I'm going to trade based on the charts. So stop listening to the news. Don't cloud your head. Just go, okay. Let's see, I'm going to take what Mr. Bravo says. Look, here's Apple. We're good. AMD, good. These are buying opportunities. Amazon, good. Bank, no. There we go. Boeing, no good. Alibaba, Bitcoin, I never know. That's a tough one. Always get stuck right in my teeth. Ooh, Deutsche Bank, we got a reversal. What are we at, $8? The Dow, uh-oh. See the line? It's starting to come down, but since here we're okay. We don't want to drop underneath the 200. And I just think we're living in some interesting times. Would you not agree? ECB trademarks digital euro as it begins experiments on digital currency launch. And also really quick, little note on the whole Webull thing. I've been getting emails saying like, hey, they didn't give you credit. where you guys get the free stocks and I don't. I'm like, it's all right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for trusting me enough to like create a Webull account, get some free stocks. Link in the description on that one. And even though Webull doesn't maybe sometimes give me the free stocks that they say they were, I think it's a great platform. And thank you for, supporting the channel and the things that I do. Maybe some knowledge that I put in your brain. And also, I apologize that it may sound like it's negative, my stories and things like that, but we're in a recession. We're in a depression. It hasn't been this bad ever in my memory, in your memory. And workers of the world unite in crisis gloom for their jobs in Eco Week. And it's interesting. I think I was vindicated on this one with where I've always told you that the economy and the stock market don't correlate. And I got so many fights. Well, I don't really fight with anyone in the comment section. I'm like, okay, all right, you believe whatever you want to believe. And now everyone's like, oh, shoot, wait, I was wrong. Yeah, you were wrong. See, K-shape, the market, the economy, separate. Now, when I say that, people are like, oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah, but you weren't saying that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I always say, if you want to know what the market's going to do, well, look at the charts. The charts will predict the news. The charts tell you what the news is going to be, not the other way around. But people want to sit and be entertained and get commercials on TV or, whatever, YouTube, Bloomberg, and, these people just have to come on and say, hey, look, this is why the market's down today. That's not why the market's down today. It's not the economy. You might have like bumps, it has something. But if you pull back and you look at the big picture, it was just a blip. Kind of like a president way back in the day. Remember what happened to Kennedy? Yeah, it didn't pan out too well. And what did the stock market do? Did it go up or did it go down? Well, it went down, but if you look at the week, right? Because that was the news. But if you look at the week, the market was actually up. It rallied. Just saying, there is opportunities to buy in this market. Look at the charts. Understand the charts. Get knowledge. That's why I have a course on it. So you can put stuff in here rather than the news that's out there. Don't even watch. It doesn't make any sense. The global economy is entering the final quarter of its worst year in living memory. And the cough, we're in a precarious state. That's a good word. I should use that. This weekend, I used a word with my wife. She's like, how did you know that? I'm like, I have no idea. She purchased a kombucha. She goes, you're not going to like that. And I'm like, no, that promotes gut health. And then I said something about, well, the microbiomes in your gut. And she's like, wait a minute, that's not even a word. I go, I don't know. My brain just says it is. She's like, how is that in your brain? I go, I don't know. I don't want that stored in my brain because I don't even believe it. But it's in there. But back to the article. They're going to wreck. See, now I'm like wreak. See this? Wreck. Yet more destruction on labor markets. The darkening outlook for the U.S. employment, the impending halt to a UK furlough, and the expiry of a moratorium on, well, okay, now I don't want to read the whole thing, but big picture, it's dark. It's going to get worse. This is not getting better. But I'm assuming if you listen to politicians, which side you want to listen to, right? If you're a Republican, well, then we just had one of the greatest V-shaped recoveries in the history of mankind, and everything is better. And if you're a Democrat, you're like, oh, this is the worst it's ever been, right? Well, which one is it? Well, I'm going to say it's bad. I'm going to say, well, Manhattan offices are currently 10% full. This is it. See her? Her or him? I don't even know what it is. It's just it might even be just a wig sitting on some inflatable character. PG-13, Jay Bravo. Just as they turned it around, it's like, oh, hello. 10%. That's it. This is not good. Yeah, look, I turned it around. Now it's looking at you. And when I look at articles like this, you want to know what's the slant? What's your opinion? The K-shaped economic recovery for half of America. The economy is still terrible. I would agree with you that the economy, is terrible. Oh, we got look at these stonks. Let's see what's going to happen after hours. Tesla down almost 8%. But do you think there will be a reversal? President Trump, you know, it's funny too when articles, how they talk about someone, Donald Trump. I don't call him that. You could already see like biases, which is okay. As long as you have, you're smart enough to see it, that we're going to have a big rebound in GDP in the 30, what's our GDP? Negative infinity right now, 32%. So bad. And sorry, my ADHD, I know, but back to bad stories. I really wanted to see this one. It's really Tesla down. Oh gosh, look at that. On the daily, what a buy. I haven't looked at Tesla in a while. 411. What are we doing? What happened after hours? I'm assuming it took a beating. We'll do it on the 1 hour. We'll turn that on because you guys have No, you don't. Oh, you can't do that on Robin. I'm so sorry, Robinhood kids. Big boys play Webull and we can trade after hours or pre-market. And you wake up at 1 a.m. You're like, okay, splash some water in your face, make a couple trades. And don't try to pick bottoms, you guys. Don't pick the tops. Don't pick the bottoms. And also use my indicators. Thank goodness in my course, the indicators, like if it closed a position, right, on the red bar, a full candle close, that is so, like on that one, would you not just go with your gut and close? I'm just saying, you buy, you sell, but that's fine. You win some, you lose some, but let's see in the morning, we will be watching it. And don't be mad at me if you click on the link in the description for the course and it says $300 and not $200, because I've warned you like 1,000 million times. While I am filming the videos, I keep a low price, but then I steadily increase it. I know other people, everyone sells their courses for way more. And I believe mine is valuable. Sorry if I put a value on myself. How dare I? And thank you guys for making it to the very end. And we will see you tomorrow.